My name is Ryan Alhadeff, and today I'm going to show you how to use Quizlet and why it is so exciting. Quizlet is a great tool that allows teachers to be able to create quizzes online, as well as search for other quizzes that have already been made by other students and other teachers around the world. Quizlet also allows you to create study guides, flashcards for your students, and it has a few other features as well, which I will show you. It is a free site, and I feel that it has much to offer that can be a great advantage to your students. So you go to Quizlet.com, you create an account, and you log in. So I'm already logged in as Ryan Alhadeff, which is me. When you go to create a class, if you were a teacher, you would create a class here, and you would type the name of your class, possibly the course, the teacher, the year. So I'll just put in Ryan Alhadeff. Sorry, I spelled my name wrong there. Ryan Alhadeff and math. This will be for 5th grade. You can put a description. So 5th grade math. And then you could even put what school you teach in. So we'll just put an imaginary school here, Z. So we create the class, and then you can add members to the class. This is where you would add the students so that you can evaluate their grades, and when they turn in their homework, you could see how they've done on quizzes so far, what quizzes they've taken. So here you would type in the student's email address or their username. What will then happen is you can go to create an actual study set. So if I go here to create a study set for math, I could type in math definitions. And say in my class this week we were working on mean, median, and mode. Well, then I can type mean, and it's going to ask me what language I want. Now this is great because if you have Spanish-speaking students in your class, or students who speak Chinese who, maybe English isn't their first language, it will actually change it for them, so that they can learn, so that you can create a study guide for them that in a way that they will learn better, and in a way where possibly their parents who don't speak English as a language can help them study as well. So we're gonna create yes, and then median and mode, and then we're gonna put in the definition here. So mean, we'll just put average. There's more to it, but just for sake of time, we'll just put average. The median is spelled MEDIAN. And we'll put the middle value. And then for mode, that is the number that shows up the most. So now if you wanted to put a picture, you could, which is great. So you could put a picture of maybe a timeline and different numbers and the mode being it. You could do a picture of mean, or say you were doing something for Thanksgiving. You could, for your language learners, you could put a picture of people eating a Thanksgiving feast. Or if it was apple that you were teaching to kindergartners, you could show them a picture of the apple being red. You can also add your voice while recording, so you can add little terms or notes to help the students learn. So now we are going to create the quiz. So it saves it as a set that your students can go to later. And what's great here is it gives you the link so you can share it with others, but we can go to flashcards. So one of the features is flashcards. So here's average. So if you click on it, what's great for language learners, and also just for anyone that wants to be able to learn, is it reminds them of the word by them hearing it.
Average.
See, it says average, which is great. And then when you flip it over, it says
middle value
for the second term.
The number that shows up the most.
So you have the definition on one side, the term on the other side, and then it shows you both sides. Then if the students wanted to, they could actually print this out. We also have Learn, where you can type what the middle value is. So middle value, that was the median. So then I can go to answer, and it will say correct. But if it was wrong, it would tell me that it was also wrong. So you can do a little practice test. This is great for students if they want to do practice tests before they actually take a regular test, in order to see how well they're doing, or if the teacher wants to do little practice assessments throughout after kids do homework or throughout the lesson to see how well the students know their piece of work. You also have a speller here, which will allow you to
mean.
To hear the word mean. So the kids hear mean and they know it's average. If I type mean like this, or if I type mean as in a means, if I was to type it wrong, it will actually correct me.
MEAN.
So that is another way that English learners can learn. You have a test that you could take. You have scatter. And then there's also, you can set up the test to be true and false, multiple choice. There's a lot of different ways that you can do quizzes. I haven't seen it myself on this site yet, but in some of the videos that I watched, this is great because students can actually do little games in class where they compete against each other. So this really lets you know which of your students are doing well, and they can take quizzes. One other great advantage to this is that I can see this being used for the future, because you can actually, if you have a question about, say, a particular subject, you can actually type in 5th grade math, or you could search for 5th grade science, or whatever the subject may be, and it will actually show you other teachers and other students, or pretty much anyone out there who has shared their quizzes with the world. This is a great tool because students can create PowerPoints and then test their students to see how well they were listening by creating a quiz that goes with their PowerPoint as well. So here, if it talks about a game, so let's see if we were to start a game, it actually is going to time us, and it's going to have the mean, average, and middle value, and then you have to match them up. So let's say the middle value was the median, so we're going to match that there, and then the number that shows up the most is the mode, and mean is the average. So it took me 22.1 seconds. So kids can kind of, they can try to learn it, and then scatter shows what place they have between their friends. So they can try to learn it quicker, and it's just a fun, interactive way of taking quizzes. And possibly if a teacher is, say 2 kids are reading different books in the class, well, when a kid finishes a book, they can take a quiz on it without having to disrupt the teacher. Also, this saves paper, this saves pencils. This is a great interactive way for people to take quizzes at home. There's a lot of great advantages to this. So enjoy using Quizlet. Thank you.